It's a real interesting curtain.
Close the curtain.
Okay.
That's OBS for you.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're live now. It says we've been live for 15 seconds. So, welcome to the Itch Network podcast. The date is 4/2/2020. We're in the heart of the coronavirus. And we've got JD here. Wow, making a lot of noise on this audio podcast. And then we have Eric.
Does the coronavirus even actually have a heart?
It's New York City.
And that noise, I was trying to hide you, but in case you're not hearing it or in case you don't recognize him, we have Teddy from Majora T.
Hey, y'all. I'm Teddy Kong, here from the Button Mappers, here from Majora T, holding it down in the podcast zone with my homies here at the Itch Network. Glad to be here.
It's been a long time coming, man.
Hells yeah. I've actually been on this channel before.
Yeah, we did a couple of collabs, right? And put it up there.
You've heard Sorry, I'm choking on my coffee. You remember what they both were?
Did we put Dragon Quest 7? I know we did. The other one was Metroid.
Yeah, you remember.
We did Metroid, the 3DS one?
The Metroid that people choose to forget.
Yeah. You know,
is that the Kitty Metroid one?
Little Kitty, yeah.
I don't know. It was the Triforce Heroes version.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
Yeah, it was the chibi Metroid one. When we did that, by the way, and I think you remember, I don't know if you remember, but I just got home from Mexico and had really bad coronavirus. Yeah,
I didn't remember that.
I was literally running back and forth between the bathroom and doing that stuff with you.
He's patient zero.
It all came from me. That was a good 4 years ago?
Something like that. When I was recording with a camcorder.
Yeah, I remember I was like, how are we gonna get footage of this game? You're like, I'll do it. And I think you literally just put a camera up against your 3DS.
You know what I used to do with the game Kid Icarus Uprising? It came with a 3DS stand, and so I used to just put the 3DS on the 3DS stand, and then put my camera on a tripod and just hunch over my 3DS, playing it, looking through the camcorder.
That's incredible.
Wow, that's some dedication right there.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad either.
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad. I don't know how he played that way, but that's another story.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Pick the easy mission.
Well, definitely a very special episode.
He said easy mode. I was gonna say you mean Spencer mode.
Dude.
Well, it's the kiddie game, so the normal game.
Definitely very special. Make sure to check out the Button Mappers. That's our group podcast we do with Alex from Turbo Zone. We'll get him on here soon.
And the invitation's reciprocal. We'd love to have you guys on as well.
Yeah.
The dude is
appreciate that.
Dude is very essential right now, so it's harder to get him on, but we'll try. Mm-hmm. And then of course your channel Majora T.
Yeah, I have some ideas. I've been kind of fumbling through ideas for channel, but
So we always start off on this here podcast by going over what we've been playing this week, and I'll let you go first, Teddy, since you're the guest. What have we been playing this week?
Well, it's funny you should ask, because I've been playing my Nintendo Switch, a game that you can actually switch between the TV and the handheld, and it's in the name almost, except for the letter S. It's The Witcher.
You should be a marketing exec for Nintendo.
Well, we here at Nintendo
Can you snap?
care about snapping our cases. This is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition.
You look like you're in heaven. It's so bright.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. I don't know what they say.
What do they say?
That's what they say.
Got a good smile. But,
gotcha.
Witcher 3.
JD, did you beat The Witcher 3?
No, I've played it. I'm doing the DLC. I could probably beat it. If I just
wait, you're doing you jumped. You went sideways. Finish it.
Technically, the DLC happens after you beat the game, from what I've heard. But I've just been like, fuck it, I'll do it now. So I've already done Heart of Stone. I'm doing Blood and Wine right now.
Okay.
I'm almost done.
Do you feel like you missed out on some of that main story?
Nah, I'm at the end of it, so I'm just like,
Well, it's emotional. It's tugging your heartstrings.
Too late. I mean, but if you look
bitch.
if you look at how I played the game, I've taken breaks sporadically throughout it anyway. So, fortunately, I'm already fucked. So the story's just not going to hit me as hard as someone that went straight through the story.
Gotcha.
Did you play the first 2 games, or did anyone here play them?
I played the second one. I almost beat the second one. I didn't play the first one because I didn't have a PC at the time.
I tried to play the first. It is unplayable.
It's very difficult to even look at it.
Yeah,
It's unplayable, but somehow they got funded enough to make a second and third.
well, maybe at the time it was like something.
Yeah,
You could
oh my
play,
god, cut it, edge!
but man, it does not age well. It is so bleh. Especially like if you even dabble in The Witcher 3, it's impossible. There's no way.
I mean, I'm reading the books. I like them. So
Where? How far are you in The Witcher 3? Like what kind of just happened?
level 20, I got to Skellige.
Oh, you'll be there.
The
forever.
princess lady is like trying to assert her place in this like male-dominated Arctic kingdom and fighting or vying for the position of king in a otherwise male-dominated society. And I sailed to an island. I killed a jet.
No big deal.
No big deal.
NBD. Doing what The Witcher does. What do you think of it?
Oh man, it's addicting. It's fun, and I watched the Netflix series before this, so that's really what got me into it. I did buy it on the PS4 previously, and I started it, but I don't think I was ready for like a bigger game at the time. But watching through the series on Netflix made me want to get back into it. I think the Switch is right for me. So.
Okay, they recommended I watch The Witcher. I've never seen the series. Do you recommend it then? It sounds like you do because it got you into The Witcher.
He better not be the
it's a
reason
big chronological clusterfuck of like events. Like it's a little hard to piece together, but I think the events that you do see should entice you into it.
Okay, let me address JD because I'm going to address him real quick. JD,
address me.
The newer playing dressing game.
I'm going to undress him in a second.
Undress me.
He would not be the reason. I have to pass everything through the wife. She chooses what to watch. So I can just tell her that more people have recommended it.
Sorry, I'm reading it and I'm moving.
Tell her it's a prequel to 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh my god, yes! Fucking play that shit. Turn it up.
Girl comes from Poland. He has 90 days to get married.
Well, is that all you've been playing, or you got anything else?
Actually, I was looking at my backloggery. I know we finished Superstar Saga. No, it's not Superstar Saga. It's Kirby Superstar. I will always get that wrong. I've dabbled in the Animal Crossing, but the lady likes it more. So, Chantal's been playing that more than I have.
I have a quick question on that.
Yeah, sure.
My girlfriend she broke her shovel. Do you know how to get a new one? But she can't. She can't make a new one. She doesn't have. She doesn't have the parts for it.
You need sticks or something. I don't know.
You need something else.
No. Get the miles. Go to the Mystery Island, and she can get supplies there.
Oh, okay. There's a Mystery Island she can go to.
Yeah, and then I'm sure, my girlfriend wouldn't mind playing.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I was going to
e-beg you to send her one.
I'm not going to do it, but maybe Chantal will. So.
Okay.
I'm e-begging you.
Please.
I'm also 4 gym badges into Pokemon Crystal. I've kind of enjoyed coming off of Pokemon Red. So,
I did Gold. I never did the Crystal version.
That's
the right one, right? That's Crystal's the upgraded Gold.
Mm-hmm. Suicune edition.
Gotcha. Okay. Eric, I always ask him. He's a special case. He ain't got no time for no video games. But he hits me up with the anime and the TV shows. So, Eric, what have you been watching?
Black Sails.
I already knew
that Showtime series. I got to episode 12 right now of that series. And there is a good, you see at least 7 titties an episode.
Tidometer.
Not 7 pairs.
No. You always get one side boob. There's always one where it's just this half scene where it's just like they're talking like this, and you only see one.
Well, then she gets half a credit. Her IMDb can't be filled out all the way.
Her title card just has her first name on it.
In
Sarah.
parentheses, it's like until we get it all.
Sarah, the one with the tit.
Single titty. No, so I've been watching that, and then painting more minis for D&D, and played some Roll20, some D&D on Roll20.
Okay. What's your take on that?
It's a lot of fucking work. Whoever set it up, like the DM when he sets it up, it's a lot of freaking work. Not really something I'd ever be interested in building, because I don't have I have 2 to 3 hours a week to play D&D. I don't have 12 hours to set up a session that's going to be less than 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then also, if you get derailed by someone who wants to go to an old person's home and watch a nurse change another guy's diaper, get derailed like that, and you don't have a Roll20 map set up for that.
Yeah, I theater of the mind, man. That's all I tell people when they talk to me about their grand D&D setups.
Yeah, that's why we just do it on Discord.
Yeah,
like for our group.
Yeah, it makes so much more sense. It's just easier. You want to know a funny story about, you said old people's home?
Uh-huh.
When I was in middle school, there was a song called OPP. It's like a rap song, not the OPP. Yeah, you know me. Something like that. JD, can you validate that? OPP?
Just keep your story.
Okay. So he's black, so with OPP, I asked somebody what that meant, because I never knew any of that. I was raised Christian. No, not really, but I didn't really know rap very well, and I asked somebody what that meant, and they told me it was old people place. I think it's other people's property, right?
It's the G-rated edition.
I guess.
Wait, what is it? Is it something bad? I honestly do not know what it means.
It's a synonym for kitty. Other people's.
Kitty old
synonym.
people's that?
No, not old. Other.
Oh, other people. Oh, gotcha. So yeah, for the longest time.
No, okay. So here's the official definition. You ready?
Yeah.
Ontario Provincial Police.
That's a weird song.
Okay.
I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Office of Pesticide Programs.
Pesticide or pesticide?
Pesticide. Sorry. One more. Office of Polar Programs.
Okay, none of these make sense.
There's 62 more. Oh wait, what does OPP mean in Urban Dictionary?
Oh, that'll be right.
Opposition.
You down with the opposition?
No.
Well, if Urban Dictionary says it, that's what I would trust to tell me what a rap song means, because they're urban.
Scroll up a little bit.
There's rappers from the Midwest.
It's coming straight from Ohio.
Wait. Vocal track listing, OPP vocal. Oh. Is that just the rapper's name?
OPP stands for Other People's Pussy.
Oh, look.
Other people's penis and other people's
penis.
property.
I've never heard it used that way.
I don't think he's rapping about
I guess
that.
if you're a girl, I mean, or if you're gay, you down with OPP. Yes,
you know me.
I want to fuck someone else's girl.
That's what I
or
want.
man.
Why don't you just be happy with the one you got? You know?
I don't have a vagina.
All right, Eric, go ahead. Let me hear the animes. You got 2 minutes.
I haven't watched a single one this week, actually.
Congratulations. Your mind is clear.
Dude, I put in 35 hours of overtime and 100 hours of I put in 135 hours in the last 2 weeks. I haven't had time to do shit.
It's real life Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, man. I'm proud of you. Your brain isn't
Essential.
warped by the waifus and the kamehamehos and the everything else.
Okay.
All right, JD.
Okay.
JD, what games have you been playing?
I'm glad you asked.
Holy shit, that list.
I know it's getting bigger. That's what she said. Oops, sorry. Anyway, so just side note, I did recently purchase Pillars of Eternity because it was like $17.
Fucking good.
So I'm excited, but I also bought Resident Evil as well. So I'm gonna spend more time on that first.
I heard that game was 8 hours long. Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil's not. Every Resident Evil before 4 is not long.
JD told me it'd be about 5 hours. It might take him up to 8,
Yeah.
depending on how into the story he gets.
Yeah, it's not going to be a long game, and I'm not surprised. People see the thing is people looked at Resident Evil 2 and they gave it a pass because you play as Claire and Leon, but it's the same thing except you have different companions and do smaller, different side scenarios with both of them, and you have different weapons. But for the most part, you're going through roughly the same areas.
Well, I am down with OPP.
I was going to make an OPP reference as well. You beat me to it.
It's garbage.
People's pillars.
So, yeah. So,
OPPOE.
What?
Other people's pillars of eternity.
Oh,
was
bars.
just-
I'm sorry, I didn't click. But I have been playing a little bit too much Monster Hunter.
Oh, you're playing that again?
I purchased it on PC. Well, actually, my brother bought it on PC. Because he's like, hey, man, play with me. And I was like, fuck it. So, yeah, we've been playing that actually a lot together. It's fun. The loading times are so much fucking easier on PC. So, yeah,
Wait,
we're just...
PC's better than console?
And I don't have the best PC for it either.
JD's transforming into a neckbeard right before us.
Uh-oh. But yeah, so I've been playing Monster Hunter. I've been playing Warzone.
No invite on my end. And I've been on my PS4 playing.
The only time that I'm ever playing this is late at night, dude.
I'm playing my game, which I'll talk about in a second, late at night on PS4.
Like at 12?
Oh, not that late. What the hell is wrong with you?
Because I don't have a schedule. I've been playing with Troy and Clayek.
Dude, you're going to get fucked when you go back to work.
I am, but for now I'm okay. So it is what it is. There's something else I've been playing here. Fuck. Grand Blue Fantasy versus.
What about Street Fighter?
Not this week. Maybe next week. We'll see. I just haven't.
Well, if you want to compete at that Evo, that's definitely going to happen this year. Then better sharpen those skills.
The time frame is in August. They've canceled everything up to Combo Breaker so far, so it might not.
Canceled everything up to what?
Combo Breaker.
Oh, I thought you said Combo Burger.
No, yeah, Combo Breaker. There's a couple other things canceled. Arxis has canceled it was like some Arxis tournament. The Dragon Ball Fighters World Tour, I believe, has been canceled. It's just not a good look right now.
Gotcha.
So everything's going to continue to get canceled. It is what it is.
You're going to tell us how Resident Evil is next week, right?
Yeah, I will. I'm not going to play that game with headphones.
Why not?
I can't. I've got a huge fear of people chasing me. So
that's a good fear to have.
No, it's a bad one. It's like fear of spiders.
Do you wish you just didn't care?
I wish I didn't care. I wish I was just like, damn it, he's behind me. You know, more of a stress than I'm fucking freaked. Because he does not walk. He sprints, okay? He sprints and he cuts you off in corners, man. Like, because you're like, oh, I better get around here. I just got past him. He jumps in front of you. And I'm like, bitch, I don't need this.
I can't tell you how many years I have etched off of JD's life just by walking into the kitchen when he has his headphones on and he's not paying attention.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll just be chilling, listening to like a wrestling podcast, talk about some shit that didn't happen. And then next thing you know, Eric comes in like the lowest, like, hey, holy shit. Fuck. Blows my fucking mind, man. Can't take it.
There's times where I purposely just won't say anything and I'll just stand there and wait. Like the way his monitors used to be, there's this gap about like this big, and like if you're walking down the hallway,
I closed the
and
gap.
if I like leaned in that right direction, just my head would be sitting there in between his monitors, so you wouldn't see my shoulders or anything. And I would just sit there and just wait, see how long it's. I got time. I don't need to play video games. I'm playing a game of my own. Let's
Like
get
it's like
shit out of JD.
Yeah, he's got all the achievements. He's 1,000 the game. It's fucking awful. Spence, what have you been playing?
Oh, I thought you never asked me, man.
I
That's
don't
awesome.
care to ask. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, tell us more about the games you've been playing.
Oh, they're pretty good. I wanted to know what Spencer's playing.
See, that's like my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Now it's not fun. Now it's 2-on-2.
You guys are
Bring it.
sandwiched in the middle. I don't know what it looks like on Spencer's desktop. Anyways.
Oh, we're on the side on ours. We're ready to.
Teddy, you're in the middle.
Huh?
Yeah, you're
High
in
five,
the
guys.
middle.
Spencer, you missed out.
Oh, sorry.
You lost
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
so-
high-fiving now too, though.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Well,
I was enjoying this for a moment. Anyways.
so I've been really bold as of late. A little bit more time just because of the coronavirus stuff. So I'm still work, but not as much. And I'm playing Dragon Quest XI S Edition, which I'm almost done with the first ending. To those who know what that means, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, which is going pretty slow, but I'm out of Midgar, which is kind of the goal I wanted because that's what I'll be playing the 7 remake.
Right.
Are you looking for something, JD?
Don't worry about it. I'm looking for interest because I don't care.
Oh my god. Well,
Go ahead, I guess.
Well, this next game I'm going to bring up, you'll never see it coming
Shut up, dude.
because it's
Because
Persona
it's-
5.
Oh.
Persona 5.
I love when Spencer does that.
You're
You
gonna
guys should
hate
check
it
out
after
the
a while.
ukulele map at. There's God. I'm not gonna say anymore. It's the best video ever. I died.
I guess you could say Persona 5 Royal's a real Banjo 3. It's amazing how they made the exact same game and I paid $50.
Yeah, no, I'm not amazed. You would.
But no, I absolutely love it, and it's just a fucking wonderful game. So I'm happy to play it again. But I'm definitely going to be playing Final Fantasy when it comes out, and I'm just happy I got through Midgar because I'm pretty sure that's where the first episode takes place.
Yeah, it's more expanded, but yeah, that's pretty much all you're getting.
Cool.
Last week, JD called you out for like kind of defending Persona 5. I don't know about called you out, but like you guys kind of like
Insulted him directly.
had a bout, let's say. Do
Yeah.
you still stand by your perspective that it deserves like the highest ranking of the month?
I get where he's coming from in that they just re-released the game and it really isn't technically any better and it's not original. It's just like we made a successful formula, so let's literally copy paste it. I understand that, but it's really good. It's just a great game, and I think ratings are a little bit arbitrary because it really games are made to make money. So if it sells really well and it made a lot of money, then in that case, I think it earned it. So
Again, to come back up, just because it sold well.
Did it sell well? I don't think it's a kind of game that's going to sell well.
we'll
Maybe
see.
for the company, it sold well.
On the
But
PlayStation
that's-
4, like 6 years after the thing's
But that's
released
just it.
on the same platform with only like 33% more content.
But that's kind of what I mean is that if it's really at that point, it's really just does it sell well, and if it doesn't, then what I mean is the review essentially is arbitrary. The review is just like, it was good, but it was already released, so it didn't sell.
That's like re-releasing Hobbs and Shaw, and then being like, "Oh man, it broke all these blockbuster hits." That movie sucks.
Are you talking about Oscar-nominated Hobbs and Shaw? Are you downplaying that movie?
Don't even dare! Don't you dare
Where's
insult
Oscar?
the Oscars.
I just did. Shit.
They've done
She's
that.
my sister.
There
Yeah,
it goes.
no.
I've never seen it. I've never
It's-
seen
it's-
any of those movies.
Oh man, you're in for a treat.
Am I? I don't feel like I am. I feel like
To
I'm
an
not.
extent. Spence, I've known you long enough for you to laugh at shit that's just incredibly obnoxious and like, what the fuck? That's one of those series that'll do it to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might even piss you off. Who knows?
Might piss me off.
Yeah, because you're just gonna be like, physics.
Oh,
What was the game that you were comparing to Persona 5 last week?
Doom Eternal?
Doom Eternal.
Hmm.
What's the rating on it?
It was like 91, 95 last week.
Yeah, like Animal Crossing was higher, which is okay. I get it.
Animal Crossing deserves so much more shit. It's the same fucking game.
That's not true.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh my god, how different.
You'd say that about Doom Eternal.
Animal Crossing, in Spencer's mind, is the same as, was it Bejeweled?
Oh, no.
Candy Crush?
Snuck its way. No, Animal Crossing is the same game since the GameCube one.
No.
Dude, I could say that about Pokemon. It's not necessarily
You could.
true. I haven't played a Pokemon in forever to know that that's actually true. So I can't say that.
What's wrong with ditching the concept? I've always wanted Zelda to keep the same concept since Ocarina of Time, and they didn't. You know, I guess I love Majora's Mask too, and I do appreciate some of the other ones. But to me, Breath of the Wild is not what I wanted from Zelda. And to me, that I understand that, like, and I'm not mad at people who say it's the best game. But you guys were talking about it last time, like how Breath of the Wild is like, you know, most deserving game on the Switch. But that's where I stand on like
What do you
keeping
think?
consistent with like a formula that's already awesome.
What do you think is the best game on the Switch, or the game you would guarantee somebody needs to get if they
I
got?
don't
Switch?
know. I got like 20 games, but I mean, obviously it's between like Breath of the Wild and Mario. But I have attachments to Zelda that make me not care about that game. I tried it for like an hour. And
Seriously?
people have always been
Couldn't get
talking
through
it up. It's just I put it down. I'm more into The Witcher right now.
Fair
you know,
enough.
I care about it.
Well,
Breath of the Wild is like it takes like that like narrative sense and ditches it. It's I guess the narrative is the world and like it's just conforming too much.
There's story in there. There is story.
I'm not saying there isn't, but you know, I guess I have like a vision of like what what kind of story I'm looking for and like what kind of concept. I will be honest, I need to be more fair towards the game and play the whole thing before I can make an assessment of it, but that's my feelings.
What Zelda would you pick if you said it's the pinnacle of Zelda?
I mean, he's gonna say Majora's Mask.
Because I'm a Majora. So you're not wrong.
You think
I don't
Majora's
know.
Mask?
Depends what you're looking for. You know, if you're looking for like emotional content, like subplots and where every single thing matters in creating this world, that little game that was put together in a year has more soul to it than many of the other like games that came out afterwards.
JD, would you say Link to the Past?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say. But that's because I have a bit of a bias. That was actually the first Zelda I beat.
Same. That was the first
So,
one I beat.
I mean, and I had access to Legend what did I have access to? I had Oracle of Seasons.
Those are good games. I really like Oracle of Ages.
Took me forever to actually beat it because I beat Link to the Past before then, and then I didn't have an N64 growing up. So the first time I ever played Ocarina of Time was when Troy let me borrow his N64.
Oh, so you'd already played next
yeah,
generation stuff.
I'd been on. I was actually. It was. Yes, I'd already been through like Metal Gear Solid 2 and
Oh shit.
all these other games at this point. But I liked it.
Mhm.
It just wasn't. It's like it just missed the mark because I'd already had other stuff. It's not saying that those games are better, but it's like your expectations and what to expect for a game develop as you get older, or as the generation goes on.
It's
Yeah.
a period piece.
Yeah.
You kind of had to be there. I was the first game I ever played, so it was momentous. You know.
So like for me and him, it'd be like, oh hey, Sonic's great
Mhm.
because we played Sonic growing up.
I'm
But
with you
someone
guys.
else, well, there you go. Yeah, look at that. 3
Yeah.
against 1.
Let's go. Team Sonic.
Alright.
I'm gonna drop some Sega news later. Sorry,
Let's
Spencer.
do it.
Totally, man.
Who's got the chili dogs? Anyway,
Your boy.
like we'll all say that because it's like a game more that we have probably been introduced to early in our lives, just like, you know, say something like Streets of Rage or in your case the Shining series.
Shining Force.
Yeah, it's just like it hits you because that's all you had back then. So yeah, Link to the Past for me, but I've heard Breath of the Wild's great. I couldn't really get into Wind Waker. Twilight Princess is probably my favorite 3D right now, just because I like the more mature stories of Zelda more so than just the more traditional, more cartoony looking.
Isn't that the only one you've beaten, Eric?
For Princess? Zelda?
Yeah.
Yeah, Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild.
Did you beat it?
Two. In my head, I beat it. So the difference being, here you go. Spencer, you just talked about this before we started the stream. You've just mentioned this, and I'm not even going to call you out.
Remember when I beat Ninja Gaiden? It was crazy. I mean, the credits didn't roll. But...
Oh, don't you fucking dare.
So with Breath of the Wild, I played like 100-something hours into that game. And all I did was just run around and find the dungeons. I did like 2 of the temples or something like that. But I put in like 100-something hours. Loving that game. And I would go back to it and play it, pick it up and do a dungeon here or there, go kill some monsters or whatever. I never felt, it kind of felt little... I don't want to say Minecrafty, but it didn't feel like there was a finish line that I had to get to because it didn't feel so story driven compared to other RPGs and stuff. It felt very open world and you just made your own adventure and did it. And that was the end of the game kind of thing for me. But yeah, Twilight Princess.
You retired on the mountain then.
Yeah, Zelda just went off and retired and let Ganon do his thing. That was the end of my game. What was yours? I got the alternate ending.
Yeah. Mine had credits at the end. I got to see like the people that made it and stuff.
Are you sure you saw the credits? You didn't skip past them?
Oh, I definitely didn't watch them. I don't give a shit who made that game. I just loved it.
Mine ended in the tutorial.
Here's how you make a hammer.
That's actually the tutorial is what actually got me. The moment that I picked up a burning stick and swung it at some brush and it all lit on fire, and I just watched the fire roll through the rest of the grass, I was like, "You got me. I'm playing."
I'm still waiting. Still waiting for that hook.
You know, if you guys are such big Sega fans, sorry to switch gears here, but if you guys are such big Sega fans, how come nobody's playing Phantasy Star?
I was actually just looking that up. Trying to see why not. So it's free on Xbox One right now, and that would probably be the reason why.
Game Pass, right?
We're not Xbox fans. Is the reason why we're not playing Phantasy Star right now.
Well, isn't it? It is on PC, but you have to pay for it.
Download and play for free on Xbox One. That's the end of the statement. It doesn't say Game Pass. It doesn't say anything like that. It just says free on Xbox One.
You can't play this game. Let me look it up.
Pull it up. Download, install.
I want to install it. I got too much shit to worry about. Fantasy, which one is it?
Phantasy Star Online 2.
Okay.
Because I would
I
would like to play this game, but I will only play it if you guys play it, and I will only play it if you guys play it at the same pace as I do. At least those characters.
Yeah,
because I don't have enough. I don't have the time to play this like hardcore.
It's not live.
It's the beta though.
Now.
The beta is open, right?
It doesn't say anything about a beta.
No.
Beta's done? Real thing?
Cooper has put in he was telling me 140 hours last week.
We don't call him Cooper on this show. Call him the...
Well, you can't call him anything else right now. You're going to link his name to what he is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Look what you did to me.
Look at the fucking...
Anyway, so a comment that I was going to make a little bit ago. You guys were talking about... Spencer, you made a comment about video games being successful if they make money and whatnot. Of the 3 games that we talked about, Animal Crossing, Persona 5, and Doom Eternal, which one sold more copies?
Animal Crossing.
Really?
Well, it should be between Animal Crossing and Doom because they came out at the same time.
Animal Crossing and PSO.
Royal came out later.
What's it called?
What?
Animal Crossing or what's it called? Not Doom.
Animal Crossing did better.
Animal Crossing, 1.8 million sales.
Okay.
Bet a lot of digital ones too.
Doom Eternal, 400,000.
Wow. Got slam dunked.
Persona 5,
Talking about
3.2
the original
million.
game? The original game
3.2
or
million?
Royal?
I looked up.
Just Persona
I think
5.
I just said Persona 5 Royal, and it said 3.2 million.
Wait a sec. Persona 5 Royal? Okay, yeah. I thought it was like a fighting
Royal
game.
did that many?
Hold on.
No way. No
I think
way.
it's just saying.
I don't know if it's.
Persona 5 sales 3.2 million.
Okay.
A Persona 5.
Yeah, Persona 5 3.2
because that'd be record breaking.
I was like, shit. This is more mainstream than I thought. It's like Madden or something. I mean, not quite fair because it's been out since 2016, but no,
the latest edition Persona 5 Royal has sold 400,000 copies in Japan. The series lifetime sales now past 11 million.
The series. Oh, so that's like all Personas.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's good. It's a little more niche, but niche. It's a little niche.
The niche network.
For our view count, we are pretty niche.
Yeah. I don't intend to touch this game until much. I know he loves it. Until much later, because Final Fantasy comes out, but because we haven't even talked about news once,
it's coming.
Something got delayed.
I've got a structure. How long have we been doing it this way?
Okay, so you decide to take 50 years to get to that structure?
Because there's not a lot of news.
Okay, then get to your structure.
What got delayed?
What's
Persona 6 because
what's on Metacritic? What movies are on Metacritic right now? Oh,
probably nothing.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Well, just put her out. It's a 95. The Platform, which I actually watched, 73.
Me too.
It's a bunch of liberal bullshit. That's what that movie is.
Okay.
Train to Busan, 72.
Yeah. Why is Train to Busan back on?
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, that's like 2 or 3 years old.
I'm not buying a ticket.
They had a re-release.
Really?
Are movies coming out?
You're being cute.
It's on the Switch now.
Wait, are you guys?
It's on
movie
the
theaters are
Switch.
open?
480p.
What's that, Teddy?
Are your movie theaters open?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, they're
What
just
is
judging
this?
these on their couch.
What
They're
is this?
streaming it from Amazon.
You mean these genocide machines? Yeah. No.
Next movie is Elephant. I think it's about an elephant.
That's on Pornhub.
Oh,
know?
okay. Pornhub exclusive.
Exclusive.
Gotta subscribe to RedTube.
This is narrated by Meghan Markle. Isn't she like the queen of Australia or Britain?
I don't know.
Oh, it says their title right after it. I should have kept reading. It says narrated by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Disney Nature's Elephant follows African elephant Shani and her spirited son Jomo as their herd makes an epic journey hundreds of miles across the vast Kalahari Desert, from the Okavango Delta to the Zambezi River, just as countless generations of their ancestors have done before. I'm already asleep.
That was in Mario Kart.
This exact plot was in Mario Kart.
I know that story.
I played that game. That was Mario Kart. Elephant. Yeah, you didn't see the elephant in Kalahari? When the train goes by?
You can race as Joho. That's great. Great drifting.
That sounds awful. All right. The last one on here is Sonic the Hedgehog with the 47.
What?
Wasn't that
The
bad?
movie was
I
way
enjoyed
better
it.
than that.
Yeah, that was a solid 70.
What
The
would
Sonic heads over here liked it.
the Sonic heads. What would you rate? We actually saw Sonic together, all three of us, and then Teddy, you saw it as well.
Mm-hmm. So
you were
opening
there.
night.
It's a 10! It's a goddamn 10!
You were there in spirit, Teddy. You were in our hearts. What do you guys rate Sonic the Hedgehog out of 10? Teddy, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. It was like an 8. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Eric, what
It
do
was
you rate?
respectable.
What do you rate Sonic the Hedgehog?
He just gave his rating.
I
Damn it.
did. Do you want me to do it again?
Yes.
It's a 10! It's a goddamn 10!
Oh, okay. JD, what do you rate Sonic the Hedgehog?
It was a good 7. I'm okay with it. I liked it. It took me a minute to get past, I think, just getting used to the voice of Sonic. Because what's his name's on Parks and Rec, and I'm so used to his voice on that.
Yeah.
That's all good. And I'm happy that he's probably landed on the franchise. So
Ooh, you know why I can't give it a 10? It's just like consistency. Like the zones, there was like 3 zones, and like one of them was from Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, the mushroom zone, yeah.
Dude, it's so funny you bring up that mushroom thing. I give it a 6, by the way, because it's just past confidence.
No one asked you. You didn't
Okay.
even ask yourself.
It's it's close to yours. I don't know.
When you guys saw that mushroom thing, I thought it was a jab at Mario.
That's how I took it too.
Because he's like, oh, we're going to go to this really boring place with mushrooms. And I thought they're making like a funny on Mario, and then you guys are talking about it, and you're like,
okay.
oh, it's a call
Sonic and Knuckles.
to some shitty level from a shitty game that exists.
It's
like the first level.
Yeah, it's the first bwop when you jump on them. Yeah, no, that level does suck, but it leads to one of the best levels in Sonic and Knuckles, which is the Flying Battery Zone, which
That was my
has some of the
favorite, too.
sickest music. So
I will say, after hearing some of the map outs from button mappers on the Sonic games, they do have pretty good soundtracks.
yeah, man, it's pretty solid. Not all of them are hits, but
No, they're not.
what is it called? Sandopolis?
Yep.
I don't like that music, man. Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's one. With the because you have to hit the what's it called all the sand or whatever. It's satisfying. The sand is weirdly satisfying.
I was thinking of the
That
oil
sounds
refinery.
Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking of.
The hilltop.
No, that one's Oil Ocean. It's like a deep flute or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hilltop's
Oil
cool.
refinery is weird.
It's like straight Hank music.
Straight.
It's
like,
like a bottle. That's hit music.
It's like yeah, exactly.
like or what's that other one?
Oh,
I can't think of the name of the zone, but it's right before you get onto the Death Egg. You have to fight Metal Sonic, don't you? No, you
On the
don't.
Death Egg in Sonic 2. You do.
No, that's Sonic. Yeah, it's Sonic 2. But who do you fight? Do you fight Knuckles then? Again? No, you don't fight Knuckles then. My memories are all hazy. It's when you spin around and they're like, "Oh, look, blast core processing," and you're running up the, and you have to jump. And I'm like, "How'd you make it out to the ship?" But great stuff. Yeah, the soundtrack's amazing, dude. For just about all of them.
Yeah, Sonic sucks. Here's the games that are on Metacritic. It starts out at the top of the heap. The best games start at the beginning. With a 94, it's Persona 5 Royal. What do you think about that?
News.
Fake news.
Oh, okay. 93 is Half-Life Alyx.
Heard it was good. I'll
Kinda
probably just
wish
watch
I
a
would've-
playthrough.
Is that a real title?
yeah.
They're not calling it Half-Life 3.
I kind of wish that I had
VR.
still had my VR
For that.
just to give it a shot.
Man, isn't it so late in the game, though?
It's
I
still
don't blame
early
you.
in the game, baby.
I don't blame you for getting rid of it. It's just like
Is that on
Because
PS4?
it's kind of like what I talked to you guys about is that the hardware for the PS4 VR, it was so dated to where if you want to actually start doing VR things, you have to upgrade the hardware before you can actually get a more competent game.
it was like the PlayStation Move.
Yeah,
Sort
the
of thing.
PlayStation Move, like the Kinect was by far the way superior product. The Wii remotes were better than the PlayStation Move. Like it's just the PlayStation Move sticks and the camera that comes with it's janky as shit. It's a great camera if you're just doing like straight one-on-one, but as soon as you start adding motion into that PlayStation camera, it's just crap.
He's just talking about VR in general. He's not talking about you can play it on the PlayStation.
Gotcha.
It's a Steam game.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing gets a 91. Resident Evil 3.
It gets a 91. Send shovels.
Resident Evil 3 gets an 80.
Mm.
It's not as good as
Wait.
Persona 5 Royal.
It's not even out yet.
Well, that's the reviewers. That's what they think.
Well,
That's
Some
all I
people-
ever do here. I'm just talking
Dude,
about what the
there's-
reviewers say.
They broke the street date on that game. There's so many people that already have that game.
Really?
There was a guy that had it yesterday. He got banned from Twitch. He's in the fighting game community. He's like, oh, I streamed it. Someone reported me. No, how about don't be a fucking idiot?
yeah.
Stream a game like that fucking early. You're an idiot.
Yeah, what an idiot. I don't like him.
Whatever.
And then finally,
Spencer would be doing the same thing if he had it.
Exactly. Yeah.
dude, I tried.
We'll be the first people.
when Persona 5 first came out, I didn't realize they completely blocked everything from it. So there's a stream, it might still exist, where it's just a big blue screen and it's me talking about Persona 5.
Really?
They was it Bandai did that to me with Xenoverse.
Really?
Xenoverse came out and I started streaming it,
Everyone cares about the story.
and I was playing it and they blacked out like the entire thing, but it posted and then like an hour later the entire video is blue.
Fuck.
My Witcher stream got pulled. I first off was labeling as like Animal Crossing pregame or something, and then like I happened to go into the scene with titties in it, and like we're like, oh, a minute later.
How did this happen?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry Twitch didn't update the title of the video fast enough.
You know what you came here for.
So I do have a
This is
question.
the pregame.
I do have a question about this. Was there 3 or 4 titties in this scene?
There were many titties. It was like in a bathhouse.
Oh, I know the scene. And he was running around in a towel, right?
Yeah.
How many?
How many towels?
Titties.
Yeah.
There's
I
quite
didn't run a
few.
titty count. And I can't go back to the stream for.
You didn't run a TC?
I mean,
Count
dude,
us
I'm
out.
gonna
Man, I thought you were down with OPP.
I gotta blame Twitch on this end. You know, they're not updating the game title, they're not updating the TC. So if I had to say, it was probably 4.
Okay.
Um,
That was my assumption, but I am an expert TC.
Yes.
It's nothing like Black Sail. So
and then finally, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
Remastered, yeah. That's another thing. It's that
60
same shit.
65.
It's the same campaign. It's just remastered.
Okay, but why does it get a 65?
Get away with it?
Yeah, huh?
But Persona 5 can get away with it?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Both of them are bad. Like in that regard.
What?
Why are you
Excuse me?
re-rating something that already the base of it is the same?
Yes.
Remastered is just updated graphics. Seriously, they released a statement about it. They did not re-release the multiplayer because that's still on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. They said they want to keep that as the centralized multiplayer. I understand it, but why would you re-release the campaign for an older game when you're doing the new Call of Duty, which has a better campaign, and then going, hey, remember that old shit you used to play? You know, where Ghost got shot? Spoilers. You know, he's
now
gonna
I gotta put spoilers on this.
he's
How does a ghost get shot?
he gets shot by the fucking
Ghostbusters.
Can you leave? No. He gets killed by the general. I forget his name. Like it's more towards the end of the
Yeah.
Grievous. General Grievous.
And it's like why would you even remaster that when you're taking a better story in a different direction? But you're like, hey, remember this old shit? What the fuck's the point? It's dumb. It's stupid. Just like Persona 5.
For what it's worth, the user score is 7.8, so it's a little higher than the meta score.
Who fucking cares?
It's a bad
man?
release
It's
schedule.
$20 to get that campaign again, by the way.
Oh, it's only $20?
It's $20 to get just
Only?
the story again. That's only like
Well, it's not a full price game.
it's a story you've already played. It's just graphically better. Oh, and they give you a ghost skin for Warzone. It's great
for $20.
for $20. Troy almost bought it because he loves Ghost. He's like, I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. He's got that streamer money, man. He's about to make freaking partner.
Serious?
He's doing pretty good.
That's good for him, man.
So he's on lockdown too. So he's streaming every day.
Streaming like a fucking beast.
And the new Final Fantasy that came out is just like everyone wants to know everything, and it's just like, oh, check this out, new builds, new loadouts. I was like, oh my god, what do you think about this? Like,
do you guys think it's easier or harder with the current situation to become internet famous, or like YouTube or Twitch famous?
I think it's easier. People have well, if you have a good hook, it's easier. Or if you already have a fan base, you're going to see a substantial increase to your views and things like that. Because people aren't doing anything else right
now. I think it's definitely a lot harder right now because you have an increase in volume. It's a supply and demand issue, and there's way too much supply.
I noticed I tried live streaming on YouTube like a week ago or something, and it wasn't showing up in the sub feed. You have to like click a tab under my subscriptions that says live to see live streams.
Oh, so you have to specifically be looking for live streams to actually see
which
that.
I would never like go to that tab.
I don't think I've ever done it once.
No.
That's weird. Games coming out. We have Resident Evil 3 on April 3rd. That's tomorrow. You could play the whole thing tonight if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm not going to though. I'm serious. Hey, if they're saying it's 8 hours, I gotta sleep at some point, man.
Had me fooled.
That is why I took a nap.
Had me fooled. I was playing Call of Duty.
That's what I was gonna say.
At midnight. Oh, where are you?
I'm not gonna play tonight, but I just woke up 30 minutes before this podcast.
The fuck? And then Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out on the 10th. That's episode 1.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're all chomping at the bits for that. And of course, April 14th has Fallout 76 Wastelanders, so make sure you check that out.
That's a weird one. So it's like the Wastelanders like style?
Oh, I thought I was just saying that in jest. I have no idea what that is. Who in their right mind would do anything with Fallout 76? You gotta be freaking crazy.
Maybe the company that makes it is doing something with it.
Well, yeah, of course they're gonna do it, but like, what? Who's playing that?
There are two very strong opinions that I have. Absolutely will not budge on these opinions. Fallout and Kojima are shit.
Wrong and wrong. Oh my goodness, look at that.
I ain't
How
budging.
dare you say that? Okay.
I cannot stand either of those things, and I wish they would stop making video games.
Wait, you wish
you
Fallout
don't really
would
say that about 76.
You wish Fallout would stop making video games? Like,
Yes.
or Bethesda?
The whole
Bethesda.
series. The whole series.
So you just wish they'd stop making that series.
Yes.
Now, did you play the original? Are you just crowning like the Bethesda Fallouts or all Fallouts? Because one and two are completely different.
It's one of those things where they were, by the time that I knew what they were too dated, couldn't go back and play, kind of like what you're saying about Witcher 1. And when I attempted to play Fallout, completely hated it.
Okay. You know, I thought that way about Fallout 3. But
New Vegas. You can't talk shit about New Vegas. New Vegas.
I played a tiny bit of it, actually. I played a very tiny bit when I started.
Everyone's favorite guy from Friends is in it. What's that?
Joey?
Yeah. And he's a horrible voice actor. Yeah.
Joey
Yeah.
Tribbiani?
I was just making.
Wait, is it Joey? Who's the one that's dumb?
Yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
I know my friends.
He's the guy that shoots you
Thanks, I appreciate
in the beginning. Yeah, it's a weird thing. He's like, he loves Fallout so much. They're like, yeah, put him in the game. And he's in the game, and he's a horrible voice actor. He's like, like, if you're a girl, what are you doing here, toots? Someone get this guy a coach. That's the thing. It's like no one asked him, like, hey, can you do a little better? They're just like, oh, Hollywood over here.
Like, that was good, man.
Yeah, it's fucking.
What are you doing with that gun?
Hey, toots! I just rolled up the TC, and you've got 3. I don't know. I got nothing.
Oh no, it sounds like it's worth it.
You know the TC.
The titty count?
The titty count.
All right. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
it was the
god! I love that
Tootsie
we've coined that now. We have a new
Hashtag
phrase.
TC.
Yeah.
But those are the games that are coming out. It should be very exciting with Final Fantasy VII. I'm very curious what people think of it.
Are you actually getting that?
Yeah, I'm getting that. That's why I wanted to make sure I got through Midgar with 7.
Yeah.
So I can understand different.
Well,
things.
they're switching a lot of it
Right.
narratively just to make more sense.
It's coming out on the Switch.
No. What is this?
Eventually.
Switch branded
I'm not
show
even
or
looking
something?
at you. Yeah. So we'll see. He's getting it. I'm getting it.
Why are you both getting it?
Well, I'm getting it digitally
Oh, okay.
because I just.
Like
I'll end up getting a physical
Just
copy.
gonna walk 10 paces to go play it.
What does getting a
10
physical
pieces.
copy mean?
So
Yeah,
I
that's a
have a
good
thing
question.
with having like the series. Like I need to have the physical series. You pointing at what?
Disregard me.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were about to pull off like a whole series. I'm like, oh, I
Listen
agree. I agree.
Starting with this.
No.
one.
Yeah, like I have this thing with like I'm a collector. I've even the things that I don't think I'm collecting, I tend to be collecting. Like Pokemon. It started with Pokemon cards, Pokemon Let's Go, just collecting to fucking collect, and then it went into collecting miniatures for D&D,
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Like I went down this list of like I'm always collecting something in any period of my life.
Mhm.
And one of the things is like I'm trying to collect all the PS4 games that are Final Fantasy.
Okay.
It's like, oh, if I keep doing that, I'll get a full set.
That's good focus. It's not like you're going above and beyond like all PS4 games.
No, oh, yeah.
Yikes, right?
No, I'd have to buy Fallout then, or any
All
Kojima
76.
Do you have Final Fantasy Type 0?
I
actually
think I
returned
do
it.
actually.
I returned that game.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
sure
rid
I
of
do.
that.
If you
That was
don't,
a
let me
waste.
know. I'll just hand it to you to finish your collection.
Okay,
The game was not as bad as you might think, but
that motion blur.
the motion blur is intense.
Yeah, that one hurt.
You know, my first Final Fantasy that I tried was 13.
Oh,
Really?
shit!
What'd you think? Wait, stop. What'd you
that-
think of it?
I didn't.
I didn't
you
think
played
of
it.
it.
Did you beat it?
No, I put an hour in and it's like, where's the game?
Okay.
There you
Did
go.
you? So I was curious because if you've never played any Final Fantasy before and that was your first entry into it, did you go back to another Final Fantasy after that?
Oh, yeah, I've tried. I still haven't finished any of them, but I have like 7, 9. I've tried like the one on the SNES Mini. I have 15. I tried that. I don't know. It never clicked.
Hmm.
I like Dragon Quest, though.
Yeah,
I'm a
we're
simple
Dragon
guy.
Quest boys.
I like my simple games.
I mean, Tactics is good.
Dragon Quest.
Don't grumble at me. No.
They did release a Dragon Quest Tactics game for the phone. I'm waiting for it to come out over here. I'll play the shit out of that.
Just like you play Call of Duty on the phone.
Just
I
trying
did for a little bit.
Really need a tactics game.
Yes.
A lot of
Yes.
people would eat that up.
I would eat that. All right, you ready for some news? JD's chomping at the bits for some news.
Just trying to do a segue.
All right, well,
What's
maybe
the TC?
maybe JD's not excited for the news, but that doesn't
I'm not
count.
upset about it.
But The Last of Us are
Is
because The Last of Us 2 has been delayed indefinitely. Do you believe that? I got
not just Last of Us.
Definitely.
Yeah,
it has
definitely.
definitely been delayed.
It's
that was
also Iron Man VR.
Oh yeah, but also
Some people are
but
looking forward
mostly
to
The Last of Us.
Most of the last one. But you know, here's the thing that I see.
Oh, it's because after COVID there won't be any Last of Us.
Oh,
You went to the school of Spencer,
yeah,
and I need you to shred your diploma. But yes, it was delayed indefinitely. I don't see this as a bad thing for 2 reasons. I believe the game already went gold, which is fine. this just means that when the game actually drops, it's closer to the time the multiplayer will be out. The multiplayer is probably one of the most underrated elements of Last of Us. The last time I had that much fun was the first Gears, because it was different enough. It was entertaining enough for me. So it's okay.
Like the reason that they're doing it is because they can't release it. What they've stated is they can't release it everywhere that they would want to. It's not that they like can't finish it because.
Yeah, I believe it's gold. Yeah.
Do you remember around 9/11 where all these bands had to like re-record all their music videos and stuff because of how the pictures coming from the news were too similar to what they were seeing in the music videos and whatnot? They didn't want to associate.
Wait, what music videos were there? Like
Linkin Park's
Damn it.
Numb.
No. Stay Together for the Kids from Blink-182. It got re-recorded, and I didn't get to see it
Nickelback's
on
every
release day.
music video ever.
Puddle of Mud
No,
with,
so-
with Puddle of Mud with Take Down Those Buildings.
It was Green.
OBP.
It was Green Day. I think it was Boulevard.
Broken Dreams.
Broken Dreams. That one had to get re-recorded, and so did the Blink-182 Stay Together for the Kids, because they had like in the Stay Together for the Kids thing, they were wrecking this house, and there was like a wrecking ball going through and wrecking the house, and the parts were flying everywhere, and the dust was flying. So they ended up going back and re-recording it because of what was going on with 9/11. Do you think that Last of Us 2 is being halted because of Corona?
Dude, that's a fucking
similarities.
good point. That's a really good point.
I mean,
It's not what they've stated, but
Resident Evil's coming out tonight.
Yeah. Good point.
I don't know.
Capcom's like, fuck you, though. Capcom doesn't
Fuck you.
care.
I'm about to make that Capcom money. Yo, soul.
I don't know. That's a good point. Maybe they are trying to be more sensitive.
But stuff like this is a hit right now. Like the best movies on Netflix are like the most watched are those pandemic ones.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So if so, that they're missing out.
Or isolation-oriented things. That's why everyone's watching the platform. Like it's isolation in and of itself. Dude, everyone is talking about playing this game again because it feels like it right now.
Of course, JD, again, I have to emphasize this with every single episode that we do. That this
Death Stranding.
is an audio
Everyone
podcast.
is thinking, yeah, whatever. Anyway, Death Stranding. Everyone's talking about. There was another game too that's isolation heavy.
Alien Isolation?
No, that came out recently, but people are saying things about like that. You could say the same thing about Animal Crossing. At the end of the day, it's just a game that keeps you busy enough to where you're not even thinking about, reality and shit like that.
Just crippling disease.
I guess. I mean, the WHO reversed its own take on gaming and said it's no longer a disease.
I saw that. Like, that's not a disease when there's a
It's
horrible
okay.
plague going on. It's pretty fucking great.
Do your thing. You guys are awesome. Have your tournaments online. Your fighting game tournaments online.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it is kind of bullshit. But it is what it is.
Just
Anyway,
makes
yeah,
convenient.
it's delayed indefinitely. We'll see what happens.
Too bad Teddy thinks The Last of Us is a shit game. Teddy, you want to emphasize what's going on with your opinion there?
I guess that makes two of you guys.
He can't hear you.
So I thought I heard a bunch of bullshit.
There we go.
I've never played it. I can't say it's a shit game. I'm not into like zombie horror, or, like that apocalyptic kind of thing. But I don't know.
How about are you into the love between a father and daughter?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Then yeah, you won't like it. Next.
Surrogate daughter, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
Adopted daughter.
It's not the reason I play games. Nope.
Well, then we're clearly two
No.
different people. Okay. That's the only reason I'm playing Persona 5 Royal.
That's the only reason you should play Walking Dead. Like,
That's true.
kind of it. We had that. That was a theme for those games that were coming out around that year. You had that with BioShock. Even though, the story dictates a couple other things. But you had that with BioShock. You had that with Last of Us. You had that with, what's it called? Walking Dead.
It's
I'm
with The
pretty sure
Witcher?
there's-
Witcher's
Yes,
like that?
it's in The Witcher. Like, it's so weird. And it's never the reverse. It's always like a male figure that's older and like a younger girl who's like not as wise, or he's like showing her the ropes.
God of War sort of played with that. It was the dad and his son.
Yeah, but they're related.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's the dad and the boy, first of all. He doesn't
gotta
call
make
him
that
son until like halfway through the game. It's so bad.
Go get me my axe, son.
What's the last mom game you guys played?
What,
Cooking with mama.
Cooking Mama. There you go.
Cooking with mama?
Yeah, cooking mama, whatever. I
Cooking
don't play no Wii.
So
I'm playing-
yes.
Cooking with my mom.
Cooking with my mother.
What is it? Are there other mother games? Oh, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Is that a mother game? The Ori's a girl?
You don't play as the mom, but that is there's like a mom element. Strong mom element there.
Portal has the mom.
You mean the AI?
The
That's
AI,
like sort of the,
yeah.
that's just
Metroid
a
has the
creepy
mother
mom.
brain.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could say fusion, maybe. It's not really a male or a female. It's just a parasite, but
Danzig plays a song called Mother.
good for Danzig.
Earthbound is called Mother somewhere.
Isn't it about a mother? Huh?
It's kind of about an aborted fetus.
There we go. This is gonna get this video monetized.
Our TC is not high enough to get us demonetized.
God down. Yeah, it's weird how games go in that sort of.
What's
I
the
am
current?
seriously struggling to think of another female like lead role that takes a nurturing role and doesn't take like a Amazonian stance.
Like powerful
Does Horizon Zero Dawn?
no,
That's Amazonian.
that's
Well,
exactly what it is.
I haven't played it. I don't know.
You
if
should
it's
play
like-
it. It's fucking good.
Well, when you say Amazonian, I'm thinking you mean like she's just like, "Ruh, you are daughter." You know. suck
no,
my
he means
nipple,
like
get your
strong
nutrients.
woman, strong independent woman. Don't need no man. You know.
Doesn't nurture another. Like I can't
Doesn't
think of
nurture
any
another person?
nurturing.
I mean, the first Tomb Raider, she's not strong. Yeah, she
I
gets
mean,
her ass
every
kicked all the
swan
time.
dive, she fucking snapped her neck.
It's just,
It's ridiculous. She's so weak.
it's a nightmare.
What's the current trend of games? Like, is there a current trend in that same vein?
Let me look through a couple just to see.
Yeah, go ahead and look through all your games.
Final Fantasy 13, Lightning.
Current. Oh.
Wow, how dare you?
Just Lightning, that character in general, like, is a female
Like strong women.
protagonist.
You could
yeah.
10-2, wasn't really strong.
10-2?
10-2?
That's
Yeah,
from
she
2
was-
generations ago.
No, he's just talking about like strong women right now.
No, well, yeah, but that's what you mean.
We're not
I don't
talking
think
about trends.
anything about that game was strong.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Characters are nothing.
Hey, the music wasn't that bad, and the job system was okay. Everything else wasn't that good.
Well, I think Eric's right. I think Eric's right that strong, powerful women are like the trend right now. Like we got Control, all Tomb Raiders are.
Dude,
Showing up.
am I the only one that thinks that game's overhyped?
Control.
What?
Dude, I beat
I
it,
don't-
and I was okay. I liked it, but everyone's like, "Oh my god, game of the year! It's the best thing ever." Disagree. I just disagree.
Dude, I totally Death Stranding blew ass.
Yeah, well, until I beat it, I can't give a definitive. I'm only like 20 hours in, but it's starting to look that way. Just because I'm like, well, I'm a glorified Amazon delivery guy, and everyone's got the itis. No one wants to talk to me. I talk to a bunch of VR terminals. Yeah, could be better.
But you know what you don't talk to is any VR Iron Man. Because it was delayed.
Wow.
That was a great segue to the article we were already talking about.
I got us back to talking about the articles. Huh?
Speaking of the next article,
Thank you.
here's 5
You're
upcoming
welcome.
PS4 games that were revealed in a surprise announcement. This comes from Games Radar Plus.
Go ahead.
Boundary, a competitive first-person shooter set in space. This reaches the boundaries of what I'm willing to play, and actually surpasses them. All right, Going
Go
Under.
further beyond.
Going Under is a roguelite game which sees you use exploring. Who wrote this? Which sees you use exploring the offices of abandoned tech startups and using the junk you find around them as weapons. It sounds hilarious, and its vibrant art style makes it look like it'll be an absolute blast. These games suck.
Surprised. Yeah.
You said these are 5 surprise releases?
Yeah, they were just announced, I guess, randomly.
So everything's a surprise release by that logic. Like, I'm talking about something that actually has an established fan base.
Okay, what about this one? What about this one? This one has you said it's established fan base? I got one for you right here. John Wick Hex.
Oh, I heard that it was on PC.
Oh, it's already been out? Then what the hell? This isn't a surprise.
Well, it's coming to PC. Or it's coming to PS4. So.
Does it have Keanu?
I don't know.
A strategy game that nobody saw coming is now coming to the PS4. Bit Hell Games John Wick Hex marries the badassery of John Wick to the intricacies of XCOM, and the result is both a stellar game and a worthy addition to the John Wick family. Hey, I fucking like XCOM.
It's tactics, so they play John Wick like it's a tactics game. So like when you get close to people, you can disarm them and shoot another guy, and so it's interesting.
Is it good?
Okay, that could be fun.
I heard it wasn't bad, but I guess I'll find out.
Teddy, you a fan of John Wick?
Yeah, I enjoyed I saw the first two. I didn't get to watch the last one, so but I want to see it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I was a little bit too hard on the third one when me and Spence saw it.
I think it's got a lot of good action in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, next
like
up, Biped. We were expecting at least
Walking sim, right?
One of the games this sounds like revealed today to launch very soon. Oh god. Okay, Biped is a co-op action platformer starring adorable bipedal robots. Its wacky physics aren't too far removed from the likes of Human Fall Flat, which was actually one of developer Next Studio's biggest inspirations, and its clean, colorful art is infectiously charming. This game looks stupid. All right, Windbound. Rounding out these rules, Windbound, a gorgeous survival crafting game. Oh my god.
Getting a lot of those lately. Jesus.
Looks like it's about being on a boat. You're windbound. Okay, that's enough of that.
Like a boat.
It's enough of that crap. Okay, next up is Kotaku saying, despite huge sales, Borderlands 3 developers are getting stiffed on bonuses. This is one of our rumor. We're in the rumor mill now. We're in the weeds.
In the woods.
Gearbox offers below average salaries for the video game industry. Who cares? Because they signed up for the job. Royalties from all of the developers' games are split 60-40, with 60% going back to the company. 40% is distributed to employees in the form of quarterly bonuses. Okay.
All right.
But it came out of the company 6%. Okay. So the bonus did exist, according to two people with knowledge of what happened. But it came out of the company's 60%, not 40% of the profits that were meant to go to employees. Yeah. I don't know. Seems pretty dumb.
The funny thing that I wouldn't call it funny. The thing I've heard about most people that are in the industry is don't do it for the money. If you're doing developing, do not do it for the money. Because it should be about the passion of creating something, whatever the case is.
That is a collection of all the CEOs of all the game developers coming out with how do we make people okay with making games for us for stupid cheap?
JD's trying out for CEO.
Their salary isn't necessarily crap, but at the end of the day, they're going to tell you don't do it for the money. Anyone is going to tell you that's already in the industry that's interviewing about it.
Did you guys ever want to work in the game industry? Like, you ever had like passion or dreams about that?
No,
I did. I bought RPG Maker 2000 and then immediately returned it to GameStop and I bought a used game and then got another game because I realized I never want to make a game.
JD's went to school.
I'm still in school.
JD's going to school for game design. He knows how to do a little bit of the Unreal.
A little bit of the bubbly, yeah. I'm not incredibly proficient. You're better at learning yourself, which is part of what I actually look at. I have a YouTube work list that I have just about developing different game. What's it called?
Components?
No. So like here, this one is building an RPG.
Did you name those?
Yeah, I did.
I like it.
This one. So this one's just tutorial lighting techniques. Where's the most recent one? That like that? So I don't know where it's at. So
I like that one. The title of this video is IP Man: How to Write Superman.
That's just a good storytelling.
Yeah, no, I think that I'm actually curious to listen to that later.
It's
How to write Superman, how to write the indestructible, perfect character and actually make it interesting.
Yeah, so this is one that that I've watched. How to make and self-publish a game in 12 months. It's incredibly reliant on you being like super motivated. So that one,
So you're not
like super like, yes, I obviously still want to develop, but like they're talking like you're dedicating some serious time. They're pretty much saying you have to dedicate at least 2 to 3 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
To learning the engine too. And what they're talking about is developing on Unity. They're not even talking about developing on Unreal. So Unreal and Unity are utilizing, they have two different, like I can circumvent a lot of the programming. You still need to learn C++, but I don't remember actually. No, you do for Unity. For Unreal, you have the blueprint engine. So there's a lot of just triggers. And if you understand, for the most part, general logic-based how things, if and then statements, like all that stuff, it's really easy to get the hang of and start to develop. So like you could be like, if character idle, play animation. So you might have an idle animation for your character.
Mm-hmm.
Or if character hit, like you're making a monster,
Head explode.
Well, they have like a likelihood to attack kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you can create all that stuff too. So
I'm curious what your impression of it will be when you finish the other 23 minutes in that video, of the 30-minute video.
Of which one?
The how to make a self-published game. And
I've gotten further on this.
He couldn't even get through the video on how to do it.
Oh my gosh.
He's that unmotivated.
Teddy, what about you? Have you ever thought about gaming?
Journalism. I loved getting the Nintendo Powers and the Game Informers, and I guess I really wanted to get into like game reviewing, and I went through college, and I just got a degree when I was in college, and I came out like okay, But then I saw people on YouTube like reviewing games. It's like I can do that. That's so cool. And so I started to try and dabble in it myself. I still haven't really found the venue for it or like the means. So. I haven't made work my passion, and I can never force myself to like make what I do like something I love, but I can at least love what I do when I'm not at work. Mm-hmm. So that's helped me, especially for enjoying games and speaking about them.
I go to work so that I can make money and then spend that money on the things I love doing. Like I don't have to enjoy my day-to-day job, but I can take the money from that day-to-day job and build the rest of my house into a paradise and buy a boat.
Yeah, there you go. You got a plan? 10-year plan?
40.
40,
that's how you avoid COVID-19. Buy a boat. Hang out.
You're on the island.
Pirating.
The Animal Crossing island.
Man, speaking of island, could you imagine revisiting the island of El Nido? Delfino?
You got it the last time, yeah. There you
go. Because you might be able to. Oh. Because there's a rumor going around.
Because the airline tickets are now cheaper than ever.
There's a rumor going around that Nintendo Switch is remastering Mario 64, Galaxy, Sunshine, and more.
You guys call bullshit?
It's coming from CBR.
I don't call it anything because, I got far enough on Super Mario Sunshine. I never beat it. I got fairly far on it, and I think I was just like okay with. I didn't have the game, so I rented it from Blockbuster when we had the Game Pass thingy when I was younger, and then I just never re-rented it. I ended up getting I had a Wii shortly after, and I got Sonic and the Seven Rings. Yeah,
money well spent.
Rented. Yeah. it's
Any
great.
money put to that?
My mom's money.
Jesus. It also says that there's a deluxe version of Super Mario 3D World, which I guarantee will come out. They're trying to. That was on the Wii U, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Any of those games, they're going to try to re-release and recoup that money in a new Paper Mario, which I'm actually super thrilled about. That would be freaking awesome.
I don't honestly know what was so damn appealing about Thousand Year Door compared to the sticker one. What the fuck was that called?
Super Paper Mario on the Wii, or like Sticker Saga or something.
It was something along those lines. I don't remember. The Thousand Year Door was so much better of an RPG than the sticker.
Oh yeah,
Super
everybody hates that.
paper.
That's
I
the
don't-
one that's
I-
like people dislike to extremes.
I can't tell you what was so different about them that made it such a terrible game. Like I've tried playing both. I love Thousand Year Door. It's one of the very few games I ever 100%ed. And then tried playing the Sticker Saga, and I couldn't get like 30, 40 minutes into it. I can't even.
That happened to me with Super Paper Mario on the Wii. I thought it looked cool at first, and then just not fun.
That series has had a rough go of it.
Can you think of why? Like why you didn't enjoy it?
Super Paper Mario?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like trying to do too much. It was like switching perspectives. So like sometimes you'd be like walking up the thing, and it lost any sort of turn-based RPG elements. That's like what I was saying about Zelda earlier. Like I guess I'm traditional. I like when I see something I like it that way. You know, I don't want the formula to change too much, not drastically.
Yeah.
Super Paper Mario was an overhaul. You know, and it's not to say I ever cared about the originals, but I'm sure I would love them. I have Thousand Year Door. I'm waiting to play it. The GameCube died, but I'm excited to play it. But any of these, like, you know, with the direction that they've taken the Paper Mario series, it's not a direction that I care to jump back on board with.
It was great in Paper Jam.
Come on and slam.
I mean, I like Mario and Luigi, so.
Yeah, it's Mario and Luigi just with a paper character in there. My only complaint about this is not with the news or anything. It's with this website. They wrote this specifically so that you would scroll through a bunch of ads. There's a line here. I'm just going to read it. Although Mario debuted as Jumpman in 1981's Donkey Kong, he's made a much bigger name for himself since his arrival on the NES for Super Mario Bros. In 1985. These days, Mario is the official mascot of Nintendo and one of the most iconic video game characters of all time.
Next to Sonic.
And then you have to scroll down past the
Thank
Liberty
you.
Mutual. Oh, shut up. And then you have to scroll down.
Do you want to be a permanent member here? Because you're doing it. You're doing it.
You have to scroll past the Liberty Mutual Insurance to figure out what they're talking about right after that. What a fucking waste.
Yeah. I learned nothing
Yeah.
from that sentence.
Excuse me? Oh
I
my
didn't know
God.
any of that, first of all.
What do you predict as far as Mario goes? It is the 35th anniversary, so that's kind of news. Anything for this year?
No. I don't think so. What do you got, JD?
IGN gave Super Mario 64 a 9.8. What was that? 0.2%.
Yeah.
The camera.
It was 0.2 not good enough.
That's fucking bullshit.
TC was low.
Give it, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't.
Just got
There
up
was
that
no
TC,
Daisy.
Nintendo.
Peach didn't have enough bush.
Should have came out of the PlayStation.
Peach was too fuzzy.
And then 9.4. Like
I love it. I love what did they
8.9. 8.9.
Oh,
Who's
Super
coming
Mario
up?
64 for the DS got an 8.9. It just inverted the numbers
Yeah.
for the Nintendo 64.
Oh shit.
I love that version.
9.7 Super Mario Galaxy. 8.9 Super Mario Brothers.
Dude, they
10,
must have some
Super-
crazy rubric.
Wait. 10! It's a goddamn 10 for Super Mario. Or was it Galaxy 2?
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
Goddamn tan.
They have like
9.1.
They have
Super
like a
Mario Brothers.
rubric or a bartering system or some kind of weird thing that they would get those decimals.
I think I proved my point.
Dude, every single there's 20 slides. Every one of them had a point something in it. and you freaked out every single time. It's fucking IGN.
IGN is synonymous with the worst review I've ever seen in my life. Which
is I know what it is. I know what it
Yeah.
is. It's the Fist game. Capcom's Fist game. Fisting game?
Mr. Super Fist. God Hand.
God Hand, there it is.
God Hand.
Because they didn't even get past the first level.
He didn't even get past the first level, and he reviewed the fucking game. And I'm just... What the fuck?
Teddy, to answer your question, I don't think Mario's got a lot coming up this year. Just because they did that like Nintendo Direct thing, and there was not a Mario in it. And then of course we have this virus thing going on. I don't imagine they're doing a whole lot. But next year, maybe some of these re-releases will happen.
You think there's going to be another mobile game coming?
Oh yeah, baby.
Another Mario mobile?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe some new levels for it.
If
$4.99.
What do you think, Ted? Do you think they're coming out with the new Mario this year?
I would give you pushback for what you said about the Direct because it was a mini. So I think they're still waiting to do like a bigger Direct. Probably, and they probably won't do as much this year. Maybe they'll do one, but I would expect something from Mario. Especially they can't ignore this news. It seems like everything Metroid Prime is dropped. I can't even think what other like Nintendo games are like coming out at this point. Or like we're mentioned Breath of the Wild 2. I don't think that's this year. So I feel like they got to do something else this year. Maybe it will be the port of Mario 3D World. As far as if I were to make a prediction, I think it's either that or Paper Mario. So I'll go Paper Mario, whether it's a reboot of the Wii U one, or I don't know if reboot's the right word, but a port of the Wii U one, or a new Paper Mario.
Or remastered of Super Mario Saga, or what is it? All Stars, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. There we go.
They already re-released that.
Fuck.
On the 3DS.
Do it again.
It's great.
Put it on PS4.
Okay.
I could see them re-releasing Mario Parties.
Oh,
that game. What's the okay? Because I've been outside the game on those. What's the definitive Mario Party?
I thought it was 2 or 3.
4 or 5.
I thought it was the N64 was the pinnacle.
I like the first one, but I also like Super Mario Party.
I
don't know
about
about that.
Yet.
You know, there's always like that one, right? Where it was like, oh, this one's the shit. Like,
if you're gonna say it's that one, it's 2 or 3, because 3 was the one where you stopped having to like burn your palms, like rubbing the joystick.
Oh shit.
Okay,
but 4 is really good. I gotta hand it to Eric. That was like one I spent a lot of time with.
To cap off the podcast, if you only get one game that they remake for the Switch, one Mario game, which Mario game do you pick?
I got an answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Metroid Prime.
No! You didn't listen to what I said!
I heard what you said. I know what I want. I know what I want.
Mario Prime?
It's a Mia. Samus.
Mario Prime. I don't have an answer if you guys don't.
Mario and Freddy for the Sega Genesis.
I'm thinking more quotes of
Mario and Sonic.
The Olympics.
2020 Olympics.
Next year.
2021 Olympics.
Check out the review on the button mappers.
I'll actually give you a straight comment here, Spencer.
I appreciate that, Eric.
There is no Mario game that I would want them to remake. Like, they've remade so many of them, and they keep releasing them. And what?
What are you talking about? There's so many that I just mentioned that they haven't remade before.
So it's along the lines of what Teddy was saying. It's been the same formula over and over and over and over that it doesn't feel like they need to come out with another Mario to me. If I want to play another Mario, I can just look at the last 2 decades of 480p content and get the same graphic quality.
All right, thanks, Eric. I got Metroid Prime from JD.
No, I have
nothing from
I
Eric.
will have a legitimate answer.
I got literally nothing from Eric. Teddy, come on, save me. Pull me out of the doldrums.
Oh, well, you know I'm a Donkey Kong fan. I'd have to say Mario versus Donkey. No, I'm just joking. What do I want remastered? I'd rather get a sequel. I'd rather get like a Sunshine sequel.
He's got to clean up another city.
Mario Moonshine.
Moonshine.
It's a sequel to Tapper on the NES.
He's in New York, stopping COVID.
He's filling up different
mascot.
Instead of jumping over the barrels, he's filling up the barrels.
Yeah.
It's Mario during the Prohibition era.
It's me, alcoholic.
Okay,
Yeah.
JD, please save me. Name one damn Mario game. Just name any of them.
That I'd like to see remade.
Yes.
You know what?
Oh my god. Anything that starts with that is not good.
Shut up.
He's gonna
Every wrestling promo starts off like that.
You know what?
You know what?
Well, you know what I think.
And a couple mean jeans. But I wouldn't. I'd be okay with just a good traditional like Super Mario side scroller. Just about any of them for the most part. I was looking at the reviews on them. They're 9.5s. You're getting high ratings on a lot. Well, not Mario Land, but you're for the most part getting generally high ratings on those. I would just like to see another side scroller. It's like the same thing with like Sonic Advance. Sonic Advance is a return to the older traditional style Sonic before Sonic Mania and all that other stuff came out. And I was cool with it. I thought it was great. Give me more of that then, because they've already done a Super Mario 64 like remake, right? Or remaster, or whatever.
On the DS.
And yeah, the one that got shitty ratings, apparently 8.9.
Shitty,
How dare you?
8.9? Shitty, yeah.
It's in the 8 category. It's not good enough to be a 9, according to IGN.
I got out of school with B's.
But
Then they turn into D's.
it's
Add
the
to that
TC counter.
Yeah, there you go.
Mario Maker 3.
Has 2 outlived its thing? I wonder. You don't hear as much about 2 as you did about 1.
So it was there for a month and then nobody talked about it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Spencer, what remake do you want?
Jesus Christ. Thank you. I would pick Galaxy and then they'd have to make Galaxy 2. I never played the Galaxy ones.
They made Galaxy 2.
No, that's what I mean is they would have to bring Galaxy 2 over afterwards. After they
I don't
ported
know
it
how
first.
you're gonna
It's
port
not too
those like
big a
Wii
remake.
physics though, like about like when you aim the thing at the screen, it collects stars. You just want it so that you don't have to play it on the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
There's nunchucks on the Switch. It'll work.
I will not
We can-
play it that
we
way.
can make him do it.
Didn't Prime was on the
Oh my god.
No, shut up. Prime was on the Wii U, right?
It's on the Wii.
They had a Wii version of the trilogy that was remastered from the game.
Yeah. So like the aiming was using the what's it called? It's
The
fine.
yeah pointer.
Yeah, whatever. The nunchuck.
Galaxy
That thing.
2 was the only one on IGN that we did see that got a 10.
No.
10.0.
Well,
Yeah, because I want to play Galaxy
Super
2
Deluxe.
the most, but obviously I'm sure I'm supposed to play Galaxy 1 and then 2. So
No, I don't think it matters.
yeah,
I don't think
you're
you're
not playing it for
listening
the
to
story. Oh no, Mario's in space again. Like,
doesn't this have like Rosalinda in it? Rosalinda?
Rosalinda?
Yeah.
Rosalinda.
Rosalina?
Luna.
Isn't that like his daughter though?
Rosalinda?
Yeah.
I thought we just said we don't give a shit about the story.
I thought some real creepy shit. That's why it was his daughter. It was like sort of gross. I don't know. Mario's gross. He's a plumber.
Well, thanks everybody for sticking around. Teddy, I know this is late for you. This is what is it, almost midnight where you are?
They're getting close, but
You're a damn trooper. I appreciate you.
gotta show support for my friends here at the Itch Network.
Hey, it's 8:41 here. Don't you want to say something about us and it being late for us too?
I heard you woke
Spence?
up a half an hour before we started this podcast.
Hey, I could fall asleep in another half an hour, all right? Just, whew, sweat on my brow.
It's some rest
It'll be
for that
30
Resident
minutes.
Evil release.
30 minutes from now, he'll beat Resident Evil, and then he'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, just past that.
'Cause it's that short of a game.
Okay. There'll be plenty of anxiety attacks in between. It's right behind me, spiders. Right behind me, spiders. Can't wait.
Anyway, Teddy, is there anything you want to say to the people before we sign off?
Oh, I did have a bit of Sega news, just real quick. It's not really that Sega related, but Panzer Dragoon came out on the Switch and people bitched about it. So now they made a bunch of patches so it plays better. So if you're looking for a good Sega game or Sega spiritual game to play, it might be worth checking out.
It's a remake of the first one, correct?
Mhm.
Which is actually a pretty solid game. I used to own it on Sega Saturn.
6.9.
Yeah,
Percent.
it was great. Surprisingly, that game has a lot of nostalgia. When I was watching them play it, I was like, oh, I remember this whole place is underwater. Those pillars fall down. This is great.
Yeah, Sonic does suck. That's it for the podcast. I'll see everybody in the future. Be safe with the coronavirus. Later.
Bye.
Deuces.